Ever pondered the magic that fuses two pieces of metal together to create a sturdy, robust structure? It's not sorcery, but the fascinating process of welding. A world where molten metal and sparks come together to create something solid and enduring. Firstly, let's dive into the heart of the process. Welding, in its most basic form, is the act of joining two pieces of metal together. This is achieved by applying heat and sometimes pressure. The heat is intense enough to melt the areas that need joining, and once they cool and solidify, a strong joint or weld is created. Like any skill, welding requires steps to ensure a quality outcome. The first step involves preparing the metal. This can entail cleaning the surface to remove any rust, dirt, or oil that could interfere with the welding process. Next, the welder selects the appropriate welding method. There are several types, including MIG, metal inert gas, welding, TIG, tungsten inert gas, welding, and stick welding. Each method has its own advantages and is suited to different kinds of projects. Then comes the process of setting the welding machine. This involves adjusting the voltage, amperage, and wire feed speed for MIG welding, or the gas flow for TIG welding. The settings depend on the type and thickness of the metal, as well as the welding position. Once the machine is set, the welder dons the necessary safety gear. This includes a welding helmet to protect the eyes and face, gloves to shield the hands, and a welding jacket to protect against heat and sparks. Safety, after all, is paramount in any labor-intensive task. With everything in place, the welder can now strike the arc and begin the actual welding. The welder guides the welding torch along the seam of the pieces to be joined, melting them and adding filler metal if necessary. It's a dance of precision and skill, requiring a steady hand and a keen eye. After the welding is complete, the welder allows the metal to cool before inspecting the weld for quality. If there are any imperfections, they may grind and re-weld as necessary. So, to summarize, welding is a process that involves several key steps: preparing the metal, choosing the right welding method, setting the welding machine, wearing the appropriate safety gear, performing the weld, and finally, inspecting and refining the weld. It's also worth noting that welding requires not only technical knowledge and skill, but also a deep understanding of different types of metals and their properties. The welder must also be familiar with various welding techniques and be able to adapt to different working conditions. In essence, welding is a craft that blends science and art. It's a testament to the power of heat and human skill, creating structures that can withstand the test of time. So the next time you see a beautifully welded piece, remember the intricate process behind its creation.